The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, blue lady. 58, come on. Watch the run.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready, blue lady. Check, walk 54, walk 54. Hey, stop. Green, come with me. Right there, 54, Mike. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". That's it. Come off the ball. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
They go play action. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down. Tight dog. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
I don't think you got it, son. Joker. 19. Smart that.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Right, 3-15. 45. I'm coming. Check 43. One left. Mike, 45.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down, it's Carson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now it's Carson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Mike 45. Thanks. Check 31, check 31. Check. Check 99, check 99. Let's go. Drive on. Check.
Now Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
95. Check 45 to Mike. Check. Hayward.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Brings up third and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a while. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. Jameis now on first down. He's going to let this go for the... And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
50, touch 50.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
Second and 9 at the 37-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, come on, come on, Got it. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. What?
From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Carson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At their 49-yard line.
Move, 45.
Now it's Wilson. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line.
That's another Seahawks.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
This is Carson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Good job right there.
Here's Carson. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Check 45 to Mike. Are you getting the headache?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Here's Penny on the counter. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Get track, get track. Switch. Hey, alert.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played, the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
And that's a terrific score. And now, what are we going to do here? Do you go for 2?
You know what the people at home want.
Everybody wants to go for 2. The analytics people probably want them to go for 2. I bet they kick the extra point. We've got a whole second half left to play.
Yeah, we get a look at it here, but, hey, whatever the case, big-time play before the end of the second quarter. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Winston and the Bucs.
Let's go. Rush in. Watch the twist. Check the backer.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Green, come see. Right there. 54. Right there.
Here's Winston. Finds his target, the rookie Scott Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. first down. Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. A first down throw for Winston. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let him know. Let him know.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Go 14. Hey, 0.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They run it with Carson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 43-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
I got you. Switch. 12. 14.
Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Mike, 45.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Right back to him on first down. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Kill. Spot that. He's checking. Crash.
From the gun, a give to Penny. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Jim.
There. Go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson, being chased out left. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra feet on it. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jadeveon Clowney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. To try again after the sack, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Winston from his end zone on 3rd down. Wide open receiver, complete. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Come on, stand there. Flip, flip, flip. Tommy. Easy.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Again, it's Jones. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. 4th down, Winston. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run with Logan. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. T.J. Logan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is Do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Alert, alert, alert. Gun, gun, gun. 45, 40. Tempo. Gun tight.
Throwing is Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this. Check 13, check 13.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try the left side. It's Carson, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Carson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Myers' kick is good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, get a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep down. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 47 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well, no matter how one riffs.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run again with Carson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Seahawks on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Show it up. Show it up.
Now Rashad Penny, and he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good.
He's got a man complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the two-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Seahawks, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sport,
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot. Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual.